Hari kids, in the last session of Guru Shankaracharya, we learned how, under the guidance of a guru, child Shankar did acquire the arts of hathyog, rajyog, and kundalini vidya in a short period of time. He confined the water flow of the Narmada in a pot. Child Shankar used to listen to his Guru's satsang very attentively while following the rules of asana and pranayam. He would meditate 10 times more on what he heard and do 10 times more meditation on that. Then Gurudev told Shankar the secrets of dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. In the powers that yogis attain by doing sadhana for many years, those divine powers were attained by the child Shankar in just 2 years. After a few months, Gurudev called Shankar and said, "My son, I am pleased with your divine talent, devotion, and service. So I am now teaching you about Gyan Yoga. To have real knowledge of one's own Atma, the self is known as Gyan Yoga. This is Brahma Gyan. Think about who you are. You are neither the body nor the mind. You are neither the intellect nor the ego. You yourself search for what is within you. You are the conscious entity that spreads through the infinite universe. You are the eternal part of Satchidananda Bhagwan." In this way, by teaching Brahma Gyan, Yogi Raj established the child Shankar in the highest level of sadhana. The child Shankar began to experience divine bliss. The Brahma Jyoti spread on his face. Tears of love welled up in the eyes of child Shankar. He bowed his head at his Guru's feet and then composed Nirvana Shatakam. He was no longer Balak Shankar. From that day, at the age of just 10 years, Shankar became established as adishankaracharya by the grace of the Guru. Purna Guru Kripa Mili, Purna Guru Ka Gyan. Let's start today's Bal Sanskar session by remembering Pujya Gurudev. Now all children will hum Omkar. Hari Now, children, we will do Tratak. Tratak increases our concentration and memory power. The story of Adi Guru Shankaracharya. Continued. The Guru's last order. The Guru was very pleased to see his disciple in complete Brahmi Sthiti, or self-realized state. He asked, "Son Shankar, if you have any curiosity in your mind, please tell me." Shankaracharya bowed humbly and said, "Gurudev, I have attained everything by your grace. All my doubts have been dispelled." Gurudev said, "Son, I have been waiting for you for hundreds of years, as instructed by my Guru, to impart the knowledge of Advait Brahmagyan to you. My task is now complete, and I will transcend into my pure self through Samadhi, Yog. My blessing to you is that you will revive the lost Vedic knowledge in this country. You have to accomplish this with the support of my other disciples. Now go. First meet your mother, then head to Kashi and spread the teachings of Vedanta." Shankar listened quietly to his Guru, and he bowed his head. Tears flooded his eyes by realizing that he was about to be separated from his Guru. The next day, Yogiraj Govindpad called all his disciples and sannyasis and gave divine instructions and blessings. Then he sat quietly and gave up his body through Samadhi Yog. The disciples offered flowers of respect to their Yogiraj Guru and performed his last rites in the river Narmada. Following the last order of his Guru, Shankaracharya left to meet his mother. The other disciples left for Kashi after staying there for a few days. After months of travel, Shankaracharya reached his village in Kerala. Upon reaching near the village, he bathed in the river. The name of that river was Poornariver. The story of Poornariver is also associated with Shankaracharya. There is a miraculous incident when Shankaracharya lived with his mother at the home before taking sannyas. At that time, the Poorna River used to flow very far from the village. Shankar's mother used to go to the river for a bath in the morning. One day she was coming very late home. Bal Shankar came worried, and even till afternoon his mother did not return. In a panic, he went out along the river path to search for her. Some distance away from the village, he found his mother lying unconscious on the road. He lifted her head and put it in his lap, sprinkled cold water in her eyes, and she regained consciousness. Shankar then helped his mother sit up under a tree and asked her what had happened. His mother explained that she usually wakes up in the morning, takes a bath in the river, offers food to Bhagwan, and then eats. The river is very far from the village. Because of her old age, she walks more slowly. On the way back, the intense sun had made her feel dizzy and caused her to fall. Shankar then supported her slowly back to her home. After returning home, Shankaracharya went into deep meditation and prayed to the omnipresent Bhagwan. Exactly at midnight, it rained heavily and continued to rain throughout the night. The next morning, when the mother opened the door of the house, she saw the river was flowing just a short distance from her house. From that day on, the river started flowing in the middle of the village. This miracle was witnessed by the villagers, and it solved the water problem for the entire village. Now Shankaracharya reached his home after bathing in the river. Mother had become very old, and on seeing her son, she was filled with affection and hugged Shankar. Slowly, people understood that child Shankar was no longer a child, but had attained the state of complete guru. He had become a Brahmagyani, self-realized. Top scholars and pandits from nearby villages started coming to him, discussing the scriptures, resolving their doubts. He was just 10 years old when he began delivering satsang or discourses on Brahmagyan, on the supreme knowledge, and explaining Vedanta teachings in simple language to people. The rest of the story will be in the next session. Jai to the devotee and Jai to Bhagwan.
Quiz. Competition. Now's the turn of a knowledge and science competition. You will be asked a question and there will be 4 options to choose from. You will need to give the right answer in 10 seconds. The question is, from the following, which were the disciples of Adiguru Shankaracharya? The options are A. Gaurapadacharya, B. Madhavacharya, C. Ramanujacharya, D. Totakacharya. The correct answer to the question will be revealed at the end of the session. Do's and don'ts. What to do and what not to do. Bale, bilva. Planting a bale tree in your yard can bring good fortune and remove negative energy from your home. You should worship the bale tree on Sundays and on Dwadashi. This can even erase big sins. Bilva leaves are considered fresh for up to 6 months. You should not pluck bilva leaves on Chaturthi, Ashtami, Navami, Dwadashi, Chaturdashi, Amavasya, Purnima, Sankranti, Mondays and afternoon. Eating 7 leaves from the bale tree every day and having a little water can help you get rid of the problem of having bad dreams. Health tips. The best thing in summer, mint. Mint is a special and fragrant herb that is very useful in the summer. It is tasty, easy to digest, helps to clear out mucus, and makes one feel happy. Eating mint can also make you feel hungrier. When anxiety increases due to heat, drinking a glass of cold water mixed with mint juice and rock sugar provides coolness. In case of indigestion, loss of appetite, stomach cramps, diarrhea, vomiting, sour belch, etc., drinking mint juice mixed with cumin powder and juice of half a lemon is beneficial. Vomiting, diarrhea, cholera. Drinking mint juice mixed with lemon and ginger juice and honey is beneficial. Eating fresh mint chutney creates appetite, removes gas, and improves digestion. Grinding mint and applying it on the forehead is beneficial. In case of cold, cough, and fever in summer, drinking mint sharbat is beneficial. Putting 3 drops of mint juice in the nose stops bleeding. For urinary blockage, grinding mint leaves and sugar candy and mixing them in 1 glass of cold water and drinking is beneficial. Grind equal quantities of dry mint and rock sugar and keep it aside. Having 4 spoons mixed in half a glass of water every morning helps in getting rid of heat rashes. Boiling mint and drinking it provides relief in menstrual pain and slow menstrual flow. Do not use it during heavy menstrual flow. Questionnaire. Get ready for the questionnaire. How did child Shankar meditate? What is Gyan Yoga? What order did Shankar's guru give after Shankar became a Brahmagyani? How did child Shankar eradicate the village's problem? What do we learn from today's story? What are the benefits of worshipping a bale tree? How should we consume mints in the summer? How should one consume mints if they have a nosebleed?
Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, today's Sanskar Kendra concludes. We will meet again next week with a new knowledge-enhancing topic. Until then, Hari Om.
The correct answer to the question is D. Adi Guru Shankaracharya ji's disciple was Totakacharya ji.